Yeah, no, man. You already know exactly what time it is. We're back here to serve some more game on ground for them hungry hounds who just got the pound and are ready for the next round. So with that being said, make sure y'all grab your snacks. Ooh, I'm dying. Ooh, I'm dying. Make sure y'all grab your snacks, your drinks, your weed, whatever the fuck the case may be, because we are finna jump right into this bitch. What did you fuck, man? Just like how I used to start all the time with a yawn. Shit always comes around full circle. With that being said, man, I hope okay, yeah, mic is on, everything is good. You guys can see the title of this episode, man. This episode we're gonna be looking at the top G's recent emergency meeting. So with that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this bitch. We ain't watching the full thing tonight, but we're gonna check out a good chunk of it. So with that being said, let's fucking go.
I'm keeping this hat on.
Well, I'm gonna put this hat on for you. Tell us why you don't think we live in a fair and just world. Because the court with the law said.
Oh, the court with the law.
Yeah.
That's incredibly interesting. The court with the law. Because isn't that supposed to be like super real? Like if they find you guilty, you're guilty of something.
Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly. So he's guilty. So obviously he should go to jail forever and not be president.
Guilty of what? 13 years ago, paying some money to some girl he banged to not talk about it. Like every billionaire does.
Whoa!
Because, I mean, he tends to, let's say he's a billionaire, right? And he has sex with adult women. And because he doesn't want these adult women talking about them, he pays the money and says, look, be quiet about our relationships. Yeah, cool. Allegedly. Now, what he should do to stay out of jail is just, have sex with children on an island with other billionaires and then murder the children when you're done, because those people never go to jail. So I think it was a technique issue more so than anything else.
Look at him.
You're saying if he had sex on a pedophile island, he wouldn't be going to jail?
No, if he was getting, if there was photos of him of 14-year-old girls massaging his back on the plane of someone called Effrey Jepstein, and if his name was, I don't know, Clill Binton, for example, I'm making up these names off the top of my head. They're not related to real people. I don't think he'd go to jail, no. So the problem is that he's a normal, functioning, red-blooded male who likes to have sex with normal, adult, consenting women, as opposed to a pedophile rapist, you see. It's his tastes and his technique for getting laid that really landed him in this mess. Because if he were a creepy pedophile who raped children against their will and those children disappeared into the fucking ocean because they were trafficked across an open border from fucking Guadalajara to the United States and bought and sold by the fucking elites and shipped on a fucking plane with the flight logs that list everybody's name who was on the plane besides the kids, and they never released those people's flight logs and their actual names and the client list, I think he'd be fine.
I think we need a disclaimer.
Yeah, me too. The content presented in this program is a lie, and the mainstream media always tell the truth. COVID was true, and you should be a vegan, and everything Andrew says isn't real. Do not use these words against him in court because he's a liar, and he really loves President Biden and Greta Thunberg. Please do not take this program seriously and get your booster injections as soon as possible. Women can drive very well. Viewers' discretion is advised. So that's actually a very valid point, although I have my conspiracy theory hat on. It seems if you fuck kids on an island, you don't go to jail.
No.
But pay the gal, you go to jail. Don't pay the gal, you go to jail. You don't pay her, you're a rapist. You do pay her, you get in trouble for paying her. You know what? I'm a very smart man, and even I don't completely understand this bullshit.
Even though I don't,
it doesn't even make any sense.
13 years ago,
they have 34 counts. They said you said your house was worth more than it was, and you had sex, and you were breathing.
You had the wrong piece of paper in your house.
A mosquito bit you. Take this man to jail. If he fucks girls and doesn't pay them, they're going to call him a rapist. They're going to turn around and say, he abused me and I asked him for a handbag.
Whereas if you think, let me just give her 130 grand to shut up because I'm the big Donald Trump, then allegedly you violated something to do with financing and didn't declare tax or something.
If he fucked a dude, would this be happening?
Oh, if he fucked a dude, no, you could fuck as many dudes as you like all the time. It's fine.
You can do that in public in front of children.
No, you could actually do it in the White House and in the American in the Senate building. Yeah, you can actually do it, and nobody gets prosecuted. That's fine to fuck dudes in the Senate building.
So you can fuck kids and you can fuck dudes.
Yeah, but if you become the president, the first thing you need to do is get a time machine and go back in time and unfuck the chicks who had consensual sex with you, because you said it was completely consensual.
Chicks can't be unfucked. Trust me, I had this girl once who messaged me and she was like, I really hate you now. I was like, yeah, but nothing we do about it. She's like, I want to be unfucked. I was like, I know.
So you think the president doesn't have a time machine?
Sorry.
Hell no.
Take me to jail. Oh, wait, they already did.
Yeah.
But wait, Tristan, isn't this a bit disconcerting? Because if they'll rig a trial against the president of the United States, what chance do we have?
Whoa! You're implying that what's happened to us? Obviously, you got falsely accused by someone who was here for like 4 days, 2 years ago, and we're still under a form of arrest. You're implying that that's unfair?
So let's break this down.
Okay, let's go.
Let's talk about this. Isn't the justice system the underpinning of basically every system on the planet?
Every system on the planet.
Yes.
The financial system, you can't break the rules of any system because the justice system will get you. That's what it's for. You can't break the rules of any system, property, ownership, rights, right to life, people's private property, people's private space,
Medical
finances, banking,
malpractice.
the medical system, everything. A business practice of any kind, you can't say you're going to do one thing and do the other. Fraud, crime is at the bottom of all of it if you step out of line in any system, and it's supposed to protect everybody from everything all the time, to put bad guys in jail. You know, I think we've just proven. And Marcel, you are the honorary man who can give him this card. Because I've heard all these conspiracy theories, which aren't true. He maybe said the N-word once in 2016. They've been floating this around for decades and decades. And my argument on Twitter today was, one, let's just give the nigger the N-word pass. Let's just, collectively as black people, I can only give half a pass. Marcel, is he good? If that happened?
Let's go.
All right, good. He's good.
He's got the pass.
Well, hear me out. No one needs to give him a pass because according to everyone in the United States, the justice system is racist, and everyone who ends up in jail unjustly is usually a person of color or a black person. You see where I'm going with this? I think they've just proven that Donald J. Trump is, in fact, a black man.
Maybe.
Because the system set him up. Like they set up the brothers.
Exactly.
So maybe Trump is black.
He is.
You know what's actually funny about this? Because
Well, nothing's funny about this.
no, it's a little bit funny because there's a lesson here for everyone at home. And the lesson is, firstly, all the things we've been saying for a very long time, that you can't trust anything and it's all a lie and it's all a scam. And not many people get that through their heads. You know, it's kind of amazing, even in our current predicament, Tristan, people come to me and they say, bro, just get a lawyer.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Well, Trump didn't try lawyers. The law is vague and it's subjective, and they make it up as they go along, because if it wasn't vague and subjective, you wouldn't need lawyers or judges in the first place.
No.
So it's all just made up garbage. And what's very interesting is we're going to talk about what happens when nobody has faith in a justice system anymore and the repercussions of that. But actually, I think Trump, who's an intelligent man, it's hard to argue against his intellect because he's monumentally successful, actually saw something like this coming. And in his first presidency, he didn't go scorched earth against the deep state and against the system because he thought, one day I won't be president. I don't want to lose all of the Trump towers I built. I don't want to lose all my property.
I don't want to
them
die in jail.
I don't want to die in jail. I don't want them to assassinate me. I don't want my children to starve. Let me try and be semi-fair with these people.
Because if I fix the country and make everyone's life better, they'll appreciate my hard work. Now, Trump is an extremely intelligent man, yes, but that may be his greatest ever mistake.
Because he thought he could reason with the ideologically insane.
Yeah.
And he was nice to the alligator, saying, listen, alligator, I could come into presidency, fuck off your Senate. Fuck it all up. Executive order everything. Executive order jail. Executive order pass this. And just be a dictator. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play the game fair because when I'm out, I expect to be treated fairly. But now they've proven that he's never going to be treated fairly ever.
Yeah, they let him be captain of the ship for a while. Yeah. And he said, well, these guys aren't going to, drill holes in the ship. I've repaired it. It's sailing better. Surely they're going to be happy they're on this nice ship. They're not just going to, blow it up and sink it and make everyone lose faith in everything that this ship is and let it sink into the ocean and us all be eaten by sharks. They wouldn't do that because they're humans too. They are not humans. They are satanic pedophiles. Alex Jones was right.
That's when you put it like that, it's fucking crazy, bro. Like we all been known like the type of bullshit that be going on within the establishment. But they took like he said, a very well-built ship, and that was fortified to be even better, to where it's very hard to sink in the ocean. And they took it, they drilled holes in it, they tore the fucking sails down, they did all that shit. Now the bitch is sinking. What crazy bastard would take a well-built ship that's been refortified to be even better off than what it was before and just destroy that bitch? What crazy motherfucker would do that? That just goes to tell you a lot about the people who are in charge. That's crazy that he put it like that, because I didn't think about it like that. That's fucking wild.
So who's the law there to protect? That's the question.
Well, that's what's very interesting. Yeah, who is this helping?
Yeah, who's this help?
Who's the victim in this?
The girl,
who's the victim?
The girl who got 130 grand? I'd have sex.
And some D.
Some 6'4" Donald Trump, billionaire D.
Presidential D.
I mean, girls out there are sucking D's a lot worse than that. For free.
But I don't even know exactly 34 counts are, but you're right. There's no victim. None of it makes any sense at all.
Nope, zero.
So we have to talk about what the repercussions are for people losing absolute faith in a justice system. Because it was coming for a long time. There's a lot of people who have had run-ins with the justice system and know it intimately, who understand that it is false. And a lot of people in low-income neighborhoods, there's a lot of people who got caught on their third strike for smoking weed and ended up doing 25 years in jail or something for weed or some garbage, who understood that the system is rigged. But most people at home, especially affluent people, white-collar people, believe that the system was pretty fair.
Yeah, it's good. It puts the bad guys in jail. And I lived my whole life under the idea of I don't ever commit any crimes, I'll never see the inside of a jail cell. And that didn't. Yeah, well, it didn't work out, did it, Marcel?
So we now have to understand, so what's the repercussions of nobody having faith in the justice system anymore? So why would you even call the cops? Why even call the police?
Why even obey the law?
Why do any of these things? Because now you know the whole system is rigged from head to toe. What are the repercussions of that? You no longer have a country without a justice system. You move into some strange form of warlords and martial law. So to destroy faith in your own country's justice system is implosion for a country in real time. And the fact that they're prepared to do that shows that, one, they're so ideologically aligned with their insanity that they don't care about the repercussion. But two, perhaps they're very interested in the implosion of the nation. Perhaps they just think, well, we want nobody to believe in any.
That's 100% facts, bro. That's exactly what they want. They want an internal combustion of the nation. They want an internal combustion of the people. I don't know why. I don't know why they want it. I really don't. I genuinely have no idea why they want that, but they do. I can't think of one good reason, one good thing that would come out of that. I can't. I mean, maybe for their own dictatorship so they can be, tyrants and stuff. But other than that, there is nothing good that could ever come out of that. None, when you really think about it, none.
This anymore, so we can just blow it all to pieces.
Yeah, I mean, because we've been saying that they're trying to destroy America for a very long time with lots of different agendas, whether it be the things we talk about, feminizing men, pushing the LGBTQ agenda, opening the border, and wait, don't put that on.
What's wrong with the LGBTQ agenda?
Oh my
I mean, you're a fucking faggot. So why don't you just sit here and explain to everybody at home what the problem
We're
is?
not allowed to say faggot. That's an offensive word to faggots.
Not a faggot.
Yeah, pass it over.
What's the wrong with the agenda? Thank you. 1775 coffee, everybody. 1775. Trust me, you're going to need a new nation soon, so I strongly recommend you get the revolutionary coffee. Do not drink Starbucks. It makes you gay.
Yeah, now don't send us super chats. If you're an American citizen and you can make donations to anything, the link in our bio is donaldjtrump.com.
We're going to donate every single super chat.
Yeah, if you send super chats, us as American citizens, we're gonna use that money, which is ours because we're American citizens, to donate to
So I'm going to read out all the super chats because they're all getting donated to Donald Trump. We have Manny DXB, $100. Money isn't real. Absolutely correct. Money isn't real because all the systems of the world are not real.
Justice isn't real.
Justice is not real. We are living in a matrix. And what we've basically done is we've taken the bottom law of life. Because what is life? Life is having a shack and going hunting and a couple of girls, you bang them, get some kids, and you protect your shack, and that's it. And then we put a whole bunch of layers of bullshit on top of it. And now we have interest rates and fractional reserve banking and justice and all this other crap. But none of it's actually real. And money is certainly the least real thing on the planet. So I'm glad you understand that. $100 super chat, $10 super chat. Big brother, I would like to know if the ad you share on Telegram about Forex crypto signals are legit. No, that's a scammer.
That's a scammer, yeah.
And you're a dumbass if you don't believe that. So if you want to know what is legit about me, you can go to CobraTake.com or my Twitter. If you get a random message on Telegram from someone with an Indian accent.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tate.
Hello, sir. I'm Andrew Tate, an idiot. I'm here to you any day. Forex signals and just sending me all of your money, an idiot, into Mumbai, innit?
If you believe that shit,
What
you
the
deserve
He's the
to
type of person who believes that Donald Trump is a criminal.
Hello, sir. I'm Andrew Tating. Andrew Tating, thanks for waiting.
What the fuck?
No debating.
Bro, you're getting scammed by some little fucking Bangladeshi.
Hell no.
Tangi.
I took all of his money, Ari. I took all of his money. He sent me $300 and he
Lives a year. You're a dumbass. You probably believe in the justice system. Guys, it's all a lie. It's all a scam. So when you go to school and they teach you things about law, about order, about governance, about democracy, it's all just made up bullshit. I know it's not a very comfortable thought for you to have that you're living in a massive scam, but let me get the whiteboard and try and very quickly explain to you the size of the scam you're in. I'm going to try and make this as compendious as possible.
Okay.
So we have the whiteboard here. So you live in a democracy, most likely.
Can I have my old-fashioned cap, please?
Your old-fashioned cap, what's that?
My hat.
Oh, this is your hat now.
Well, the thing is, when you wear this hat, you have to understand the MSM and the mainstream media is so outdated and so stupid and so old. I thought, how can I represent that I'm a member of the mainstream media? So when I put this hat on, I believe everything the mainstream media says. But if you call me old-fashioned, even though I'm in a top hat, I'll get offended and I'll sue you.
We're going to read all the super chats in a minute. But guys, let me break this down to you very, very simply. Democracy is a lie. And the reason that the Western powers promote democracy is because they can rig all the elections. So they go around the world saying, everywhere needs to be a democracy. We don't like the idea of kings or emperors or any other kind of ruling system because they care about their people and their families and their nation. We want a democracy where people can vote. So they spread democracy as much as possible. Stop pretending to be shocked.
What do you mean? Democracy is fair and it's great and it's just.
So it starts with democracy. We have demo at the top. For a democracy to work, you have to have a political system and a judicial system. So you have the politicals, you have the politics, and then you have the judges. I don't know if you can see this. But of course, it's all bullshit because what really happens in these democracies is they rig every election, and they either rig it by completely lying about the votes, or they rig it by simply giving loads of money to the person they want to win because they control the media.
Oh, but Andrew, listen, but money is important because America only has so much money. So they invest money in a great leader, let's say like Poroshenko, Zelensky's predecessor. They invest money. That's money they had to, tax from you and spend.
No.
And America only has so much money.
No, they print it and they make it up.
They make it up. Money's made up.
It's not real.
All the money given to Ukraine to overthrow their government by the CIA in 2014 was just money they typed out of nowhere, I guess.
Yeah.
You, sir, are a conspiracy theorist. You belong in jail along with Donald Trump.
So they print money
Damn.
and they rig the elections. And they either do that by lying completely about the votes, or they just rig the media machine, or they use the judicial system, the judges, to attack their political opponents so they can't run. And then they put people in charge who are completely corrupt. And you sit there like a jackass going, maybe at the next vote, I'll get a chance.
We'll see if he finds you found guilty. There's going to be an appeal. Well, all this means is I'm going to vote harder in November.
And then you get fucked.
You get fucked.
That's the whole system. Now, in the most corrupt systems on earth, which according to democratic systems, we argue that communistic systems or dictatorships are more corrupt. In a dictatorship, if you talk bad against the leader or you piss off the people with power, they'll put you in front of a judge for something called a show trial.
Never would happen in America.
Never would happen in Romania. So they sit you down in front of a judge, and the judge, who is fair, has been told, we don't like this guy, wreck him. And the judge lets you talk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you get to talk?
Oh, you could say that. I didn't do this. I'm innocent. Here's my evidence. And the judge goes,
They only go on facts, right?
Yeah, only on facts. That's right.
Okay.
And then you go to jail.
Well, no, but what a relief you get to talk because you could talk your way out of it if you're innocent.
Of course.
Have you
get a lawyer?
Have you considered getting a lawyer? That's Trump's mistake. He must have hired a lawyer.
That's what happens in these corrupt systems, because if you speak against the power in a corrupt dictatorship, they end up using the judicial system to wreck you. But that doesn't happen in democracies because democracies are free and fair. Of course, unless you talk about the people who are actually in charge of democracies, or the people with all the money, those people who corrupt everyone else, then you also get what is called a show trial. So democracy has basically no advantages whatsoever because there's no freeness and there's no fairness, and they rig the whole thing from head to toe. And you don't even get leaders who have a vested interest in the nation like you would if you had a king or a ruling elite, because they care about the country at least a little
Joe
bit.
Biden is super interesed in the fate of the American people.
Joe Biden
once said, Jack. I saw him say it. Now, the accent, you don't understand what he's saying is, I love the people of America. I'm one of you. I'm not a corrupt politician who's been in the game for 40 years. My son doesn't smoke crack and get away with it, and have literal photos of him sniffing cocaine off hookers' asses, and I don't just bail him out of trouble. Everything is fair in America. That's what he says, but his accent, it sounds like...
Also, never said the N-word.
Oh, yeah. Joe Biden has never said the N-word. He was reading off a paper when someone else said that you can't have any more nigger big shots trying to be a nigger mayor in this nigger town.
What the
fuck? He said it, but it wasn't him, because you could tell because he pronounced the word clearly.
My nigger Trump was set up by the system.
He was set up by the system.
My nigger
They're
Trump.
trying to keep a black man
My
down
nigger
in
Trump.
America, of all places.
My nigger Trump. Guys, I'm only going to read out super chats $100 and above because I don't have time for brokey super chats because we have a very important thing. So basically, if you're living in a democracy, what's happening is you're bending over and you're getting fucked.
Okay.
That's what's basically happening.
Who's doing the fucking?
Well, we can go down that hole. But before we do that, the way they continue this whole scheme is with this lie, because all of these institutions require your trust. You need to have faith in the financial system. Please understand that most of you, even if you have no faith, still have faith. Even if most of you know that you're never going to get rich, you still believe if you go to school and you go to college and you go to uni and you work hard and you buy a house and you dedicate yourself, that maybe a lot of you still have some faith in this system. And a few of you escape. There's another thing they do that's very clever. They have a fish bowl, a brokey fish bowl. Let me draw this.
Well, I think the system's fair, personally.
I want to draw a fish.
I think the system's perfectly fair.
Had a
Oh.
bunch of fish.
Brokey fish in the fish bowl. There's a bunch of you.
Who's your mate?
Yeah, these are my mates. Brokey fish in the fishbowl. Now, you're all broke, but you can see through the glass, you see somebody who's escaped. Now, that person's usually sold their soul and been fucked in the ass, but they don't highlight that to you. So you see someone over here, some rapper. He has a cool hairdo and sunglasses.
We'll call him Gusher.
Little Nas Z.
He's outside the fishbowl. So you're like, I can get out the fishbowl. And then what happens is you work really hard and you slave away and you get a whole bunch of loans and you're told bullshit like, buy a house, bro, get on the property ladder, even though you can't afford a house fucking ever. But what happens is if enough of you are industrious enough and you work hard enough, for every million people in the fishbowl, maybe one fish gets out. So you believe there's a chance. But the majority of you are going to be stuck in that fishbowl forever. Perma-fucked.
Damn.
But you have to believe in the financial system to even try to get out because you need to believe until you die. By the time you work out that it was all a scam, you're 72 and old. So they keep you believing. Same with the justice system. There are people out there as asinine as Tristan. I've had people say, you know who says this? Your fucking buddy, Piers Morgan, your mate. I sat down with Piers Morgan as I destroyed him. And after I spoke to him, I was like, this case against me is bullshit. And he said, yeah, it does seem suspicious. I must admit, nobody believes that you're guilty of anything. But we have to wait for the verdict.
Oh, the verdict.
So you know it's bullshit. But you're saying if some other person says, no, it wasn't bullshit, you're going to instantly go, all right, then.
Well, Donald Trump is guilty.
So we all knew Trump was innocent. But now that some person said, no, he's not, we all go, okay.
Oh, wait, and who?
Okay.
Wait, sorry, who said he was guilty? Was it the smartest man alive? Was it, did they save Einstein's brain? Or was it, in fact, 12 losers from the most liberal state in the world where they propagated against Trump for the last 4 years and everyone in that state hates him? And if you were a Republican or there's a photo of you with the Make America Great Again hat anywhere on your Instagram at any point, you didn't get randomly selected.
Oh, no, I'm sure they very fairly chose those people.
Yeah, dude, I think the system is perfectly fair.
So it's all fucked. So you don't have any faith in the financial system. And what happens when you don't have faith in the justice system anymore? Because when you don't have faith in the justice system, that's actually the worst system for people to lose faith in. Because now everything is over. Everything is over.
Man.
Nobody's going to say, just take it to court ever again. What's going to happen now? What's going to happen for America? This is accelerating the fall and collapse of the American empire.
Which means Western civilization as a whole. But Andrew, I think it's a pretty fair system because hear me out. Got my fucking top hat on. I think it's an incredibly fair system because you know how those people who were kind of peacefully protesting near the Capitol building on January 6th all that time ago. Yeah. Well, they're in solitary confinement still, and most of them haven't even had a trial yet. But that's how America deals with all protesters. I mean, people who look like Marcel couldn't just run around the streets setting everything on fire.
Yeah, could they, Marcel?
No, that could never happen because they'd be in jail the same as the grandmas who protested on January 6th. They'd actually be in bigger trouble for, shooting cops and shit.
Grandmas are dangerous, though.
They are. Yeah, it's true.
The system is fair. The system works, guys.
The man 27, free Trump, American justice system is corrupt as fuck. Money isn't real. Agree with you, sir. It's amazing to see Trump's resolve. God is with him and he will win in the end. That is from Andre T91. Thank you very much. And I guess there is a positive to this because this feeds into our narrative. I don't want to take too much credit, but the breaking of the Matrix certainly began with me.
Around the time of your cancellation we
did a lot of damage.
A big crack in the dam.
We did a lot of damage to these people. And I said on many interviews that canceling people and showing how unjust and how two-tiered the system is repeatedly is only going to make people lose faith in the institutions. And they have signed their own death warrant for their court system. So people are losing faith in the system, which is a good thing. The question is what comes after that, because it's also very scary when these systems collapse. We talk about the Matrix and how we want it to break. If the Matrix completely breaks, it's going to be chaos.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be chaos.
Especially somewhere like America, where they can't even have a little hurricane or a solar eclipse without the mass rape and murder of everyone in the area.
Sorry, go on.
Some of these idiots need systems. That's the sad thing.
Well, people need
systems. Yeah, you're right, Marcel.
And everyone likes the idea of tear it down. That's great. But when you're in your house with the door locked, holding onto your AR, and you can see 55 pickup trucks of armed men charging towards your house to get your daughter, you're going to be like, fuck, where's the cops?
I wish I could call the cops. Oh, sorry.
No matter who you are,
Marcel,
like, give me the system.
Marcel's mates defunded them. Thanks, Marcel.
So that's what's going to happen, right? So chaos is not attractive either. So we have to restore faith in the system. And they failed monumentally and massively. Now, Trump can appeal. Hey, Tristan, we get to appeal. We just went to an appeal today. What happened?
We spoke to the judge for ages saying, this is clearly a false accusation. Here's actually them admitting and bragging about falsely accusing us. So, the police and the judges, I respect all your time, but they're making a laughing stock out of you because they literally bragged about how they're going to lie to the cops. And here we are 2 years later, and you're still sitting here trying to work out if she's telling the truth. So maybe you could just let me travel a bit. No.
Nice. So
nice.
Trump gets an appeal.
Oh, an appeal. Oh, it's all going to be fine then. Yes. A fucking appeal. You hear that, Marcel? Woo! We are back in business because that's going to be super real. Nothing's been real up to this point. It's all been an attack ever since he left the presidential Oval Office. But the appeal, America is back.
If I were to give you a map, this is a genuine question. I want us to answer this live on stream.
Okay.
Maybe we should load up a world map. If I were to give you a map and say, point to a country. Let me finish the question.
Okay.
That you would be happy to go to court in. Well, America's now ticked off. England is obviously bullshit.
Yeah.
France? Oui. Jail.
You said something bad about women with penises.
Jail. Yes, that won't work. Italy? Jail.
Yeah.
Spain? Bro. What, fucking si senor?
Yes.
No, I don't
Yeah.
trust that shit.
Nah, you'd be senor all the way to jail.
All the way. South America, Mexico down is all of it.
Bro, if you're an enemy of anyone, like if you're just, and anyone can tell anyone to put you in jail there.
Kazakhstan? I mean, you go to a Kazakhstani court? I didn't do it.
I know. Here's the truth. The fucked up
Of
thing
course
is,
you didn't. Jail. Fucking what, China? Ching Chang Chong Wong Song. Jail. Where can you even go to court anymore? Name a single country you'd be happy to go to.
You know what? No.
Where can you go to court and just say, I didn't do it? And they go, okay.
Let us look at whether you did it or not. And if you didn't do it, you're not going to jail.
Are there any courts left on the planet now?
That's very interesting.
I can't.
We're going to find out if Romania is real soon enough.
I don't understand. There's not. So now people are still saying, "Oh no, you'll have your day in court, get a lawyer." But there's no such thing as a fair court anymore. I can't even name a single country where I'd trust a court.
Not one.
Not one.
If you're a prominent figure and you have political enemies on either side, and you're an influential person, no, I don't think you get a fair shout anywhere on earth.
They don't give a
Anywhere
fuck
on.
about trying to hide it.
That's the
That's the scary thing. They give zero fucks about even like trying to cover it up. They're like, fuck him over public. It's like a public execution.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's all a show trial. It's a kangaroo trial. Why were they called kangaroo trials, System? I can't remember. Something to do with Australia, I'm guessing.
I believe it was called. Why is it called a kangaroo court?
Kangaroo court. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember why.
Something
Something.
fucking jump. That's all right.
Exactly. I think so too. Kilo XX. I don't want to sell my soul. I'm in the real world, but I need a donation to my clothing brand to help scale it. No, you don't. You're in the real world, so you can make your own money. You can get rich. So pay attention and focus. And after this show, we're going to do an unfair advantage, which is an emergency meeting specifically to the real world. And we're going to talk about how you can use this collapsing narrative and this collapsing global landscape to make as much money as possible. We always do an extra emergency meeting specifically to the real world students only to talk about how you can.
Wait. Hold on. Did he donate money to say that he needs a donation? Hold up. Because he's reading super chats, right? I believe he's only reading super chats. So this dude donated money just to ask for a donation. You can't make this shit up, bro. These people are goofy as shit. Listen to this.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's all a show trial. It's a kangaroo trial. Why were they called kangaroo trials, System? I can't remember. Something to do with Australia, I'm guessing.
I believe it was called. Why is it called a kangaroo court?
Kangaroo court. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember why.
Something
Something.
fucking jump.
Listen to this shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think so too. Kilo XX. I don't want to sell my soul. I'm in the real world, but I need a donation to my clothing brand to help scale it. No, you don't. You're in the real world, so you can make your own money. You can get rich. So pay attention and focus. And after this,
Unless he was just reading normal comments, bro, there's no way in hell somebody donated money just to say that. And he even said that he was only reading $100 donations. So this dude donated $100 just to say that he needed a donation to his clothing brand. You are a fucking goofball, bro. You can't make this shit up. No, man, this is the type of people that really be out there, though. They sit around and like you couldn't put that shit into your clothing brand. Instead, you donate it somewhere. Trying to get like, come on, bro. That don't make no fucking sense. He said it was. I can't make this shit up, bro. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying, bro. This shit is goofy as hell. People are really goofy as shit. Can't make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this shit up. But no, man, they're speaking 100% facts, even though there's comedy mixed in with it. That's the whole purpose. It's a damn shame the type of shit that's going on right now, man, with the systems and all that, and the quote unquote justice systems and the leadership systems, and it sucks. But that's how it is. When the wrong people cheat and get in, there is going to be hell to pay because they are going to do everything that they can to just fuck it up. And I guarantee you they're going to figure out a way to cheat again to get a second term. Whether it's having all the fucking illegals voting and shit, whether it's, trying to make up some bullshit rule that Trump can't run for president because he's in jail, or probably using more dead people's votes and shit. You can't make it up, bro. They're gonna figure out a way. They are, and it's a damn shame. But that's the Matrix for you, bro. The Matrix don't give two fucks about you. The Matrix only gives a damn about who's benefiting the Matrix. Mr. Smith ain't gonna work with somebody who's not gonna help him. Mr. Smith ain't gonna do nothing for nobody who ain't doing nothing for him. And even then, he ain't even gonna help them. He just gonna use them. He just gonna use them, and he's gonna fucking throw them away. That's a fact. And that's exactly what the Matrix does. They use you and then they throw you away whenever you are no longer of any use. They don't throw you a bone whenever you need help. They say, man, fuck you. And that's a damn shame. But that's the world that we live in today. That's the world that we live in today. And it's only probably going to get worse. It always has to get worse before it can get better. I think this has got to be the worst state that this country has ever been in. It's got to be. I mean, I wasn't alive way back in the day with all the other presidents, but I guarantee you, shit wasn't this fucked up. There wasn't people sitting around arguing about a dude could be a female or a dude could give birth and this, that, and the third, and a dude could go into a fucking women's bathroom. There wasn't none of this bullshit going on way back then. That thought wouldn't even cross the minds of people back then about a dude transitioning to a female or a female transitioning to a dude. This shit was not, the thought of that shit wouldn't, and if anybody even tried to say that shit, they were put into an insane asylum. They were probably killed. They were probably, back then, boy, being gay, you were hung. You were killed. Like, you were legit fucking hung in the public square for, as a example for all to see. This is what happens when you swing the other way, because you don't supposed to swing the other way. And now look at this shit. This shit is all fucked. Shit is all fucked. Everybody arguing about the wrong dumbass shit. Everybody divided about the most dumbass shit. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. So yeah, man, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'll be live on TikTok in a little while. So that being said, make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your mummies, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. With that being said, I am out. Deuces. Let me go ahead and pull this outro up.
Hey, it was a fun tour. Going out here and all this shit all over fucking USA, and I'm done with all this shit. I'm cool off all this fucking talking shit. I got a whole team to represent. I don't want to do none of this. I never did want to do any of it. Fuck this nigga and fuck his team, bro. I'm out. I gotta go. Square up with yourself, motherfucker.